Kid who RKO'd principal arrested again after RKO'ing a fake alligator. What's up friends, and welcome back to InformOverload. I'm your host Johnny Rogers, and if you happen to be new to the channel, we find the most interesting news stories on the internet and then we make them more entertaining, all for your viewing enjoyment. Plus, don't forget to stick around to the end where I will be answering some of your comments from previous videos. Any article that starts with Florida, you know it's just gonna be wild. Every headline out of the state of Florida sounds like the elevator pitch for an Adam Sandler movie. Okay, so for this movie, a teenager will get arrested for attempting an RKO on his principal, and then he'll be arrested again for RKOing a fake alligator at a mall. Then we'll just follow this hero's journey to redemption. No redemption here, folks. For those of you out there who aren't a fan of the WWE and are kind of scratching your heads as to what an RKO is, well, listen up, jabronis. RKO is the initials for Randy Keith Orton, one of the superstars in the wrestling industry. The RKO is his finishing maneuver that's done by reaching behind and grabbing his opponent's head, and as he leaps up into the air, he pulls his opponent down to the head, causing them to kind of face plant on the mat. It's usually a quick 1, 2, 3 pin count from there, but a man from Florida found a loophole in the WWE's warning message of "do not try this at home." He proceeded to try out the wrestling move on a principal and then a fake alligator at a mall. Just 4 days prior to this news alligator RKO story, the Florida high school student known as Gianni Sosa Hernandez failed an RKO attempt on a principal at his school. Things went downhill when the unsuspecting principal was grabbed as I described, except instead of falling to the ground, he put the teen in a headlock. Apparently, as Sosa attempted the RKO out of nowhere, he yelled out RKO. Just some critique, Sosa. If you're gonna do an RKO out of nowhere, you have to act fast. You can't slowly creep up and slowly reach behind, grabbing the principal's face. It looked more like a romantic comedy than a wrestling match. Seriously kids, do not try this at home, at school, or anywhere. In fact, if you see anyone from Florida doing anything, don't do it. Chances are you'll end up like Sosa, getting charged with battery on a school official and interference with an educational institution. Plus, you don't want to be in a prison cell and your story for the other inmates is, "I tried an RKO on my principal." Regardless if this student barely touched his principal, the teen still spent 2 nights in jail, and on top of that, his principal is pressing charges. Yikes. Clearly the teen has learned that in order to RKO someone, they must either be involved in the event happening or they must be on an inanimate object. In a video posted to his Instagram, he's seen taking off his shirt, jumping over a barricade at the Falls shopping mall, then tossing a fake alligator into the water while yelling, "What'd you say to me?" He then gives a sloppy elbow drop from on top of the rock where the alligator was sitting, and then proceeds to thrash around in the water, delivering a huge RKO to the gator and even pinning the mall prop. Pretty dumb of him to just upload this onto his Instagram though, because now, just 4 days later, the teen is faced with charges of vandalizing property. Oh, and that poor fake alligator is going to need to be replaced. Guess how much? Guess. Okay, I'll tell you. It's valued at $3,690. That's an expensive alligator. Was it really worth it? Was that match really worth it? We want to hear your thoughts on this story though, so comment down below if you think the RKO'd alligator was worth it. Was it redemption, or was it stupidity? Or do you believe that, hey, that's just Florida? Now let's check out some of your comments from the video titled, "Image of Tupac taken 6 years after he passed proves he's still alive." Dallas Lawson says, "Title says 6 years, Johnny says 8 years. Yep, totally normal." I'm sorry for the confusion guys, the article that we were using for research stated that the photo was taken 8 years after his death. But if you do the math, he died in 1996 and they said the photo was taken in 2002, which makes it 6 years. I'm just bad at math. Kaylee Winters says, "Why are Tupac's eyebrows better than mine?" Hey, don't worry, I bet his eyebrows are long gone now. Kaji Satu says, "2 black people having similar features. IO, is that Tupac?" How dare you? I just do the stories I'm told to do. Great comment though. DJ LT says, "I think that Tupac is gone. People have to get over his death. I know it's hard since he was one of the best of all time, but let's just remember his legacy." That's what I've been saying this whole time, but again, I just do the stories as they come up. Golden Slumber says, "Tupac was smuggled into Canada in Johnny's eyebrows. He now manages their fan club." Someone please start a Johnny's Eyebrows Instagram page. Tupac managing my eyebrow fan club seems like a way more accurate story than most of these sightings. Thank you so much for watching Inform Overload. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. If you want any more videos like this one, just click that playlist on the side of the screen, and if you find any news stories that you want us to cover, look for our Instagram down below in the description, send us a DM, and if we like it, you may just see your story on our channel. From Inform Overload, I'm Johnny Rogers. Until next time, take care.